Peace family, it's Tiffany. Tiffany Hills popping in with a video. Listen. I'll tell y'all the story later how I came across Tiffany Hills. Well, I can just say it now. Hale is my maiden name, Hale. And if you switch them letters around, put that E next to the H, you get Hills. Lord knows I've been through enough hell in my life. So Hills was appropriate. And that was a transformation, especially after I learned what powers mean. Blue, you need to slow down. I'm not going to tell you again. Calm down. You're on a mission this morning. Okay, family. So this video is going to be no fear. No fear. And what I mean by no fear, like we like don't feel fear when you're feeling fear, act like you don't feel it, and all that. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you've done the work, you've dealt with your shit. That's why I always deal with your shit, because it's gonna come back. It's going to come back. So, feeling no fear, especially at this time with the economy going through what it's going through, the uprisings, all of the things that, have been prophesied. We're going through all of that in a major, major way. Not to mention what it's doing to our psyche, how we're transforming, how we're handling things. It's for real. How you doing? How are you? Great. She's always so sweet. So, it's a whole lot going on. And so a lot of us, spiritual folks, I don't want us to get discouraged when we start to, deal with, things that, we haven't dealt with before. So when I say being fearless, that's what my dog was to me, BB, my Chihuahua. BB passed away April 13th. She passed away at 9:03. I was born at 3:09. So when she passed away, it was very unexpected. She was, having problems breathing, but the day before she was just like looking at me like with this look of love. And so I'm like, she just, I'm like, why are you looking at me like that, girl? Why are you looking at me? And I was, moving a couple of days later. And so she just in her cage. I had her in the cage, and my sister over. So I put Blue in his cage because he likes to, be jumping all over my sister like that's his girlfriend. So anyway, she just looking at me with this look of love. I'm like, baby, why are you looking? Say, Blue. Why are you looking at me with this look of love? And so she just, it was kind of uncharacteristic because BB is always she showed me love, but she's always really serious. She got this, she always about her business. She's always on guard. And so, stay, Blue, stay. These people to go past. So when she was looking at me, and so I was waiting for her to, look away, but she never did. So the next day she's having these breathing issues, and so she's like coughing up stuff, but she never really coughed it up. And so they say, well, that's common in small dogs. So that night I noticed she was breathing a little funny, like her stomach was going in real fast. And so I'm watching her, so I start giving her treatments and taking her to the bathroom and just run in the shower and let her, let the steam kind of get in and help her with that breathing. And it was working. So that night, she just was breathing funny, and she was just like that. So put her in my bed, put Blue on the floor. I never really put them in my room, only when she's sick. Put her, they like being in their own space, in their cages. So put her in my bed, Blue, off to the side, your side. Put her in my bed, and she just like she was just fighting to breathe. I didn't get no sleep that night, and so I was like, I got to take her to the vet. She needs to go to like emergency. So the vet I normally take her to, they didn't open until 1. I said she need to be somewhere now. So I Googled, and I found this vet that opened, that morning. Usually vets, they be like, oh, we'll see you. Well, my experience, we'll see you in about a week. And I said, no, she can't wait. She said, well, you can bring her in right now, but there's a fee. There's an extra fee. So I said, I didn't care, So I was like, okay. Next thing you know, BB is just, her eyes are just buck, and she just couldn't breathe. So she get out, I let them out to use the bathroom, and she just went straight to the gate like, Mama, we need to go. And it was almost like black, like they had to make it through this gateway. So we get in the car, and I'm just trying not to be frantic because that's my baby, you know. And so I left Blue at home, and we get in the car, and she just, fighting to breathe. So I put her on her side. And so that week, my she sits in the passenger seat, and my seatbelt sign usually goes off when it's when there's some weight in there. But it never has done it with her, but it kept going off like double time, like 2 people are coming into my life. And so I'm like, okay, who's coming? I didn't think nobody was leaving. Blue, get on your side. Blue likes to do this when I'm on, when I'm a little preoccupied, because he know I'm not really paying attention to him like I normally do. So the seatbelt thing is going off. So with so many signs now that I'm looking back, what was happening. So next thing you know, take her to the vet. I'm thinking they're just gonna give her like a breathing treatment, give me some antibiotics, and tell me to go home. So stay on your side, Bubba, your side. So next thing you know, the doctor comes in. So the nurse, okay, we need to get her back to get her some oxygen. So take her, put her on the oxygen. Doctor, she comes in, her eyes are huge. It's like, oh, she needs to be in it. She needs to go to like somewhere they can have her in an incubator and get some breathing. She said, otherwise you're gonna make her suffer if you continue to, because there's nothing we can do here. So I'm like, and BB I look on the pictures of all these dogs on this wall, and I see Black. Picture of the dog looked just like Black. And she said, let me go. The lady said, I'm just bursting into tears. I was like, that's my baby. That's my baby. I can't let my baby go. That's my baby. So I'm crying. And I said, Tiff, pull it together, Tiff, pull it together. So, it was like where we went it was like we walked into a place of angels. So the doctor let me know, she had a cancer. She had some type of cancer in her lungs, and she was experiencing heart failure. And I'm just like, no wonder she was looking at me like that day. Slow down, Bubba. Stay on your side. So, I mean, this is story time, but it's leading somewhere, fam. So, she told me I could be back there when they euthanized her. Give her a, what they call it, a humane euthanization. And so I held her in my arms as she took her last breath, look into her eyes, and let her know, Mom was there. So, after I realized that I couldn't leave with her. Stay. I couldn't leave with her. I walked in with her, but I couldn't leave with her. And so, come on, Bubba, this way. Slow down. Let's go this way. This way, Bubba. Come on here, boy. Come on. So, I realized I couldn't leave with her. And so they told me that they would give me her paw prints, and they would give me her her ashes. So I just recently spread her ashes. So I'm saying all that to say, telling y'all this story because BB, she was fearless. BB, she wasn't one of them dogs that just barked. She was, somebody coming? Come on. She was one of them dogs. She gonna run up on you. She ain't playing no games. She ain't fun no games. Come on, Bubba. She ain't fun no games. She ain't really care for nobody. Blue, she love everybody. BB, she like, I'm watching everybody. So, she was fearless. And so she let me know when I found her, they had thrown her away and treated her like garbage. I had to get her back healthy. She was looking like a totally different dog. And the way we loved was perfect. It's perfect love. And we accomplished our mission. For 3 years, I thought she would be with us forever. But I learned that pets are not possessions. They have they incarnate to do certain work as well. And so when she was giving me that look, she was letting me know that this is our mission is finished here. So after she passes, she scoot over, Bubba. After she passes, you know, the weeks and the days go, and you know, I'm not well, grieving and all of that, you know, losing her. It was just very hard, very, very, very hard. So she would come to me, and so she gave me the song, BB and CC's I Want to Be More. So you got to get it, B. Her name was B, and she wanted to be more. She wanted to be more than just that little chihuahua body. She wanted to be more. She wanted to be everything. So to lead at this physical existence, to go into spirit, to be everything. So, saying all of that, it is time for graduation. On so many levels, it is time for metamorphosis, not just transformation. We need to really understand why we've done the work that we've done, why it was so important for us to come into consciousness when we did. And come over here. Now you just running too fast. Now you done been around here three times. I ain't even got out here once.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on. So we have to understand that, you know, we can't be half-stepping. And those people who half-stepping, y'all feeling it because you ain't been doing the work. You ain't been dealing with your shit. You ain't been eating right. You haven't been exercising. You haven't been doing the techniques. You haven't been stretching yourself to do different things. And so now the fear is eating you. But it's not too late. But you got to do double time. Because whether you like it or not, we still going to feel pain. But it's how we deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Once I start realizing I'm not doing myself any favors, just feeling sad because BB ain't here and feeling this hole in my life that she once felt, it's like, no, we've expanded. You know what I'm saying? We've come into more. She's an angel for me now. You know what I'm saying? I see her in the birds. I see her in the energy. I feel her. You know, I hear her messages. She's my angel now, just like in the movie Golden Compass. You know, we got to be able to stretch and see far beyond what, you know, we perceive in this physical reality. Stay, Bubba. So I gotta stay blue. So stay right here. Stay. So the fearlessness, we have to really like buckle down. So, you know, because we're gonna lose family members in this craziness that's going on. We're gonna lose pets. We're gonna lose pieces of ourselves that no longer fit, that we thought, you know, was gonna be with us forever. You know, that certain stages in consciousness that we have to go beyond now. Things that, you know, was staples, gotta go now. So fearlessness, that's the only thing that is that can hold you back, paralyze you, and keep you, you know, where you are. So when you gotta let go, you're just expanding. You're just growing. You're just stretching. BB was like, Mama, we did this. You know what I'm saying? We loved each other perfectly. You know what I'm saying? I can't even say that for for the humans in my life, but we loved each other perfectly. And now it's time to just really be in the moment of your life. Be present. And we hear it all the time. It just sounds so cliche, but going from moment to moment. Not day by day, moment to moment. Giving yourself some slack. You know, cutting yourself some slack and say, okay, I've come this far. You know what I'm saying? Now I know I can go further. You know what I'm saying? Pep talking, you know, all those things, you know, are important at this point. My baby do. That was my ace. Blue is my right hand. Over here, Bubba. So she was telling me, she said, everything I missed that I wanted to do with her and all the things you know, she said, give it to Blue. You know, there's so much more I could say, but, you know, that we graduated. And sometimes we think that space and place in our life is the be all, the end all. And it's like we got so much further to go. So much more to share, so much more to do, so much more to give. Yeah, so by being in moment to moment, you can adapt, you can adjust. You know what I'm saying? It may cost you to pick up and move out of state or move out of the country or stay where you at and see, where you are and in a different light and different eyes. Yeah, fam. Fearlessness. You got to be fearless, or you will. That shit that you are dreading will be at your doorstep. And you want to handle it like a G. You want to handle it like a God. You want to handle it fearlessly. So I'm going to end it there. I can go on and on. Stay, Bubba. I can go on and on. Peace, fam.